Welcome back to Getting Your Crap Together with Christy. Today we are talking all about email. Email can be a drag, right? Like you can get stuck in email and it's just crazy how much time can be spent in there. One of my mentors once said, and I thought this was really good, he said, when you respond to emails, and when you feel like you have to respond, right then and there, you're a slave to your inbox, basically you're prioritizing your time on someone else's to-do list. So I want you to think about that, right? When you get emails, sometimes that's just someone else's to-do list. But I'm very excited because today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 email hacks. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about Gmail. However, many of these applications can be used in other email service providers. So if you stick around to the end, you'll also get a top secret one. So I'm giving you my top 5, stick to the end, and I'll give you the 6th one as well as a bonus. So let's dive in on how to be more efficient with your email. First off, my absolute favorite tool is going to be Boomerang. Boomerang works with your Gmail and it has so many features. I'm only going to share a couple of my absolute favorite ones. So the first thing that Boomerang does is exactly what it sounds like. It can boomerang an email. Have you ever sent an email out and didn't get a response and then you forgot? That's why I love Boomerang. I can send an email out and then I can tell Boomerang, hey, if I don't hear back from this person in say 24 hours, 48 hours, you name the time, I want you to put that email back in my inbox to remind me that I didn't get a response. Another thing that it allows you to do is it allows you to schedule emails. Have you ever, been working and had a thought and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to email that person. So you want to write an email, but maybe you don't want that email to go out right then and there. You can actually schedule an email to go out later. Another thing that Boomerang does is it can track emails. So then you can say, hey, I want to put a tracking on this to let me know if this person read my email, right? Because that's also annoying. Did you get my email? Did you not get my email? Boomerang allows you to see if people are opening your emails. My second favorite tool in Gmail is called Snooze. Now, depending on how you have your settings set up, you might need to go in and change your settings to be able to reveal the snooze button. So just kind of know if you look at your Gmail right now and you don't have a snooze feature, that's because you need to go into your settings and you need to change that. But here's what I love about Snooze. I'm not one of those people that has 5,000 emails in their inbox, right? Like that's just not me. I use my inbox basically as a to-do list. So when I complete a task, I basically will archive that email. So sometimes though, I'll get an email that I really can't deal with or that I want to look at later. So say I'm getting, this is one that I do a lot. If I'm getting a newsletter, but I'm having a really busy day, I can snooze that email to come back at a different time. And I just select the time. So I say, you know what, I'm going to snooze James Clear's email until Saturday, right? And then Saturday, it pops up back in my email. So I use Snooze also as a reminder. So for instance, if I need to do something towards the end of the day, but I don't want to see that in my inbox all day long, I'll snooze it to pop back up, say 3:30, then I know right before I need to leave, I'm going to grab paper and take it home, right? Like that's just a lot of little different features. So Snooze is my second favorite tool to hack your inbox. My third favorite tool, and I'm not actually sure if this is found in other email service providers, but it definitely is in Google. It's called canned responses. So that's CANNED responses. And here's what it does. Do you ever find yourself having to draft the same email over and over again, right? Let's say that you're always referring a specific vendor out, right? So you draft up that email and it's kind of the same content. Or let's say you have a process for starting off a project or kicking off an escrow if you're in real estate like I am. Oftentimes the body of the email stays the same and you just have to change a couple things. So we used canned responses to allow us to, it's basically templated emails. So you can go in and you can create 20 plus different canned responses. So depending on the email that you need to send, you can go and grab it, populate the email maybe 90% of the way, just change a couple little things and hit send. You'll be amazed at how much time that you can actually save by using canned responses. Number 4. So my fourth favorite one, this is actually a product that uses with Gmail, and I just want to say it's not a paid endorsement or anything like that. I really like this tool. There are lots of different versions out there. This just happens to be the one that I like best. It's called WiseStamp. And basically what WiseStamp is, it is an interactive email signature. And here's why I like it. WiseStamp allows you to put plugins to, put your Facebook profile. You can click, have that little Facebook image, and then you click on it, and it takes them to your Facebook. So it has probably 20 different buttons that you could put in your email signature. I mean, when's the last time you updated your email signature so that it was dynamic and interactive? So you can use a free version of WiseStamp if you don't mind having their little watermark logo at the bottom, or you can upgrade and then really get into customization in terms of color and font and different things like that. But I remember when I came across them, I thought, that's incredible to have an interactive email signature where people can learn more about me. I can take them to my YouTube channel. I can take them to my reviews on Zillow, and I don't have to solely rely on, all of those attachments. Have you ever received an email with someone's signature block that is just a huge image and it's not interactive, or their signature block comes with like 10 attachments? If you've received that, you know what I'm talking about. WiseStamp eliminates all of that. And again, the best part is it's interactive, and it's definitely going to help you in your branding. Okay, number 5 is probably one of the greatest hacks that's not just for your email, but in life in general. Like, it's going to save you hours and hours. It is called Calendly. So if you know me long enough, you know I'm kind of cheap and I like to use the free versions of a lot of this. So I'm currently using the free version of Calendly. You can upgrade and use a paid version, and it does even more. So that's kind of on you, but here's what it does. Calendly syncs with your Google Calendar. And what it does is it allows you to send someone a link in your email. So I actually just have this really awesome link that says schedule with me here. In fact, I use number 4, WiseStamp, to place that in my signature block. So people can click a button and it opens up my calendar. But here's the kicker. They only see what I want them to see. Now remember, it syncs with my Google Calendar, so I don't ever have to worry about someone trying to schedule over something that I already have scheduled. It's never going to happen because it's in my Google Calendar. But also, let's say that I really don't want to work after 6 o'clock at night. I don't want someone scheduling me. Well, that's the beauty, is that I control in Calendly when someone can schedule me, what days and what times. So Calendly is going to eliminate that whole, hey, are you available to meet on Thursday? Yes, I can do 2. Well, I can't do 2, I can do 4. Could you, right? And that, have you ever got caught in that whole back and forth of trying to schedule a meeting? Well, with Calendly, that's completely gone. You're gonna love it. There's also an app that you can put on your phone so you can text people your Calendly link. So every time that I need to schedule, I just say, hey, here's my Calendly link. Let's schedule at a time that's convenient for you. And guess what? It's also convenient for me because it's working around the parameters that I set. Okay, if you stuck around the video this long, you get the bonus one. And this one's actually really, really cool. It is an app called Folio. Now this one's specifically for real estate agents. So Folio works with your Gmail account to recognize transactions. It will recognize addresses, it'll recognize title officers, escrow officers, lenders, and basically it starts to funnel all of your emails into specific folders based on who is in the email, right? So who's being copied and who's in the email and the address. So in terms of email organization, Folio is absolutely incredible. Now there's a free version and a paid version, like most things. In the paid version, it actually allows you to do a lot more of transaction management in terms of scheduling and sending emails to your clients on different specific times of when they're in the escrows. But at a base minimum, what I love about Folio is how it tags and organizes your emails based on a transaction. That alone is going to save you tons of time in organizing your emails. Or let's say you got to go back, a couple months ago and find an email on a certain transaction. With the use of Folio, you're going to be able to quickly pull up all the emails associated with that transaction. So I appreciate you sticking around. These are my top 5 hacks for definitely, improving efficiency in Gmail, but then also that bonus one. Don't tell everybody, you had to stick around to see it. But as always, if you enjoyed the content here, make sure you follow us on Facebook, you like us on Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. They'll always have access to our amazing content.